So a lot of people know Archimedes from the quote that's often attributed to him, and that is that if you give me a long enough lever and a place to stand, then I'll move the world. But I think it's equally true that if you give me a long enough lever and a place to stand, then my silhouette will closely resemble that of a pole vaulter's, albeit one that's got very low confidence, which is not really ideal for a pole vaulter, I think. A lot of people say the prevention is better than the cure, but I can't find them on Spotify, so I don't know. I used to work as a decorator a while ago, and a job overran, as they often did. And I was meant to be going on holiday, so I was going to go straight from work to the train station, so I'd taken my old vintage bag with all my belongings in, my holiday belongings. Anyway, I was up a ladder, and then I fell off the ladder onto the table full of paint, and paint went everywhere, over the floor, over the baggage, just everywhere. I knocked myself out, and then I woke up in hospital the next day, and my right hand was clamped around the handle of my old suitcase, and the doctors and nurses had tried all sorts to get it off, and they asked me to think really hard about releasing my grip, but I couldn't do it. And eventually a psychiatrist trundled round and asked me if I'd thought about letting go of old emotional baggage. I was at a pub quiz a few weeks back, and one of the questions was, at what age did Matt Tate have his first major emotional breakdown? And I was quite upset, mostly because I got the question wrong. Anyway, at the end of the quiz I went up to them and I said quite calmly that I don't think it's right for them to trivialise my emotional suffering. One of my old jobs before the decorating was I used to work in a ladder shop. One day a customer came in and wanted one of the smaller items that we kept on the top shelf, and neither of us could safely reach it. So at that point I became embattled with one of my mostly emotionally traumatic moments when I did battle with the old idiom, don't get high on your own supply, which would of course have been ladders to get to the top shelf. My doctor suggested I could do with losing some weight a while back, so I asked him, is there any way that I can stop comfort eating? He said yes, stop buying such tasty pillows. I went into the chip shop a while back, and the proprietor was juggling with the produce, and once I pointed out that I thought his juggling was in fact quite substandard, he started acting like he had a real chip on his shoulder. We had a big family gathering a while back. My mum's twin sisters came back from France, where they'd moved before I was born to set up their own little patisserie, and it's quite nice, the whole family comes back and they bring back some of their produce and we all eat it, and it's generally quite nice. We all stay over, make a big thing out of it. Anyway, in the night I must have gone sleepwalking and thrown both of their iPhones down the toilet. Anyway, when I woke up, we had croissants for breakfast. My father, he killed my eldest brother because he mistakenly thought he was the Messiah, the brother, not the father. Doctors have warned me against having children in case it's hereditary. it's really quite annoying when you're at home at your parents and your dad says, "Were you born in a barn?" And it's like, well, you should fucking know. I wasn't there. Well, I wasn't conscious anyway. My partner's quite a big fan of, old pulpy novels and Indiana Jones and stuff like that. So they asked me if I'd mind if they were a bit more adventurous in the bedroom. And I thought, fair enough, I'll go along with it. I don't particularly. I'll give it a go, see what happens. Anyway, it wasn't that funny when they stole all my cultural heirlooms and put them in a museum in their home country. It's quite upsetting. I woke up one day and my genitals were covered in a very thin layer of wood. I think it was oak. I'm not an expert, but I booked an appointment and went to the doctors. He gave me some tablets and told me it's quite a common venereal disease and that it should clear up given time. When I first met my now brother-in-law, he came up to me and stared me straight in the eyes and said, "I'm your worst nightmare." And I thought it's quite a strange way to begin a relationship, but at least now I know not to get on an empty cruise ship with him if I want my teeth to remain unshaved. One of the worst things about losing a Swiss cheese contest is all the other competitors walking around with holier than thou attitudes. Thank you.